Polly is one of those recipients that is very special to me to receive this award, because Jim was so fond of Polly, was so respectful of Polly, understood the qualities that Polly puts forward in being a volunteer with an organization and the dedication that she's had to it.
There's nobody more deserving than Polly Nicely for the award. She is such an enthusiastic, competent Y volunteer, and it's richly deserved.
The one thing that I was surprised to learn about Polly, she was the first female chairperson of this organization.
Probably at a time when it wasn't typical for females to be chairs of board like this, Polly wasn't afraid to take anything on. You know, Polly sees a job, she goes forward with it, she does it well, but I would say the most challenging thing would have been being the first female chair of the YMCA Association Board.
She served on our medical advisory committee, making sure that we provide the very safest and best techniques for our members to achieve all they can be in the YMCA.
She has been the chairman of the foundation board for some time, and that's really the long-term future of the Y. And the foundation is what's going to see the Y into the next generation and beyond, and Polly is the perfect person to lead that for us.
When I talk to others about Polly, the thing that I hear most often is her ability to focus long term and her commitment to volunteer and to do for others. She's just a kind, giving person, and one that's always concerned about your well-being and others.
Anything Polly gets involved in, takes on, decides to do, she does it enthusiastically, but she brings her intelligence to it.
To describe Polly in one word is not possible. She is a surprisingly strong and dedicated individual.
Some of the words that came out were enthusiastic, competent, exemplifying the YMCA.
Polly's commitment to the community through volunteering is not just through the YMCA. She's a strong member at Second Presbyterian Church, but also at the Indianapolis Zoo. She would have to tell you the story of how she ended up working with the elephants at the Indianapolis Zoo. From there, she grew to being on the zoo board and is always active for the zoo as well.
She's an excellent golfer. If you ever want to be intimidated, get on a golf course with her. She's very, very good.
I sort of envision Polly deciding when she was a young person that she was going to play golf, but she wasn't just going to play golf, she was going to win titles. And when she decided to go on the Y board or any board she goes on, she decides that she's really going to give it everything she's got.
There is nobody that loves birds more than Polly Nicely. She counts them, she follows them. She goes to a foreign country and Polly will know every bird that she ever saw.
I remember the time I was at a country retreat in the western part of the state, and there was a list that had been left out for the benefit of all the visitors to this place of all the birds that one might see in Owen County, Indiana. And I was somewhat interested in it. Read through this detailed list of 35 birds that had been spotted on a particular weekend. And as I was reading, I was thinking, gosh, this is amazing that someone would go to all this trouble. And when I got to the end, it was signed Dr. Polly Nicely. And I said, oh, of course. I should have known.
We're extremely honored to give you this award, and we hope that your success and your leadership will be demonstrated by others and myself in the future. And again, thank you for your commitment to this organization.
Polly exemplifies YMCA in a million ways.
She represents everything this award is about.
I am thrilled beyond belief to have been able to be part of this group of people that selected you for this honor, because you deserve it. You've earned it, and it makes my heart happy.